Krishna. Thank you everyone for coming today to the temple and for giving me the opportunity to speak. Today is a special day because tomorrow is a very special festival. How many people know what is tomorrow? So few people know what is tomorrow. Yeah, it's Balram Purnima. So do we know who is Lord Balram?
Lord Krishna's nephew or cousin. Or brother. Yeah.
Yes, he is his brother. Elder brother, yes. That's how we know him. Actually, the Lord has no brothers, sisters, he has no relations. He is absolute, he is complete. He has no mother, he has no father. But still, is it good? But still, he comes to this world to deliver the souls who are devoted to him and for their pleasure. Right? He comes to protect them as well as to give them pleasure. And he takes on certain relationships, or he appears to take on certain relationships. Right? So those relationships are the relationship of, for example, who takes the role of the mother of the Lord, of Krishna, when he appears? Anyone? What's the name? Who?
Yashoda.
No, Yashoda Maya, right? Yashoda Maya takes, she's a devotee. But because she loves Krishna so dearly, so intensely, that Krishna gives her the opportunity to serve, to play as her mother in his Leela, in his play. And this is the way that Krishna maintains relationships with all his devotees. Every devotee has a particular rasa. When Lord Krishna comes, he also has a brother. The brother of Lord Krishna is not the same as every other relationship. It is different. The brother of Lord Krishna is Lord Balram, as someone noted. But that is not that it's a devotee and he is being given an opportunity to play the brother of Lord Krishna. Lord Balram is different because it is a direct expansion of Lord Krishna. It is Lord Krishna himself who expands as Lord Balram. Right? So, today we will discuss more about who is Lord Balram, what is his role in our life, in our spiritual life, how should we approach him. So, before we begin, let's start with the Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratushe Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatya Veshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, we will begin with a question. Okay? So, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse number 34. Yeah, that would be nice. Thank you, Prabhu. 434. Okay, we'll start with two verses actually. One is Bhagavad Gita 434, and then this verse number 7.3. So first let's do 434. Here, Krishna is saying, Tat vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Someone would like to read the translation?
Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth.
So Krishna is here saying that try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. This is the only verse where Krishna is talking about this confidential knowledge. Actually, Bhagavad Gita is very high, like it's a very high philosophy. But Srila Prabhupada calls it the undergraduate study of Krishna, the undergraduate study of Godhead, Supreme Personality of Godhead. And so what's postgraduate? Postgraduate is Srimad Bhagavatam. So what is Srimad Bhagavatam? Srimad Bhagavatam is the description of the activities of Krishna, activities, qualities, pastimes of Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is an instruction from Krishna to Arjuna, who he has accepted as his disciple to give him spiritual knowledge on the battlefield. So here Krishna is telling, but amidst all the 700 verses, there's this one verse which talks about this knowledge, about approaching a spiritual master. Okay? Otherwise, Krishna is just saying, surrender unto me, serve me, love me, worship me, offer four types of things to me, like patram pushpam phalam toyam, right? So Krishna is always talking about you just surrender to me. And finally, he also says, like, abandon all religion and surrender unto me. But this one verse where he's saying that actually go to a spiritual master and learn the truth from him. The next verse that we'll look at is 7.3. Okay? This verse, let's read it out once. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvataha. Would someone else like to read the translation for this one? Maybe Mataji, you can read.
Out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor. How do you pronounce it?
Endeavor.
Endeavor for perfection, and one of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth.
So here, Krishna is saying that out of many thousands, only one will actually attempt to even know me. And out of many of those, only one will understand me eventually. So there are thousands of people, and only one is attempting to know him. And out of thousands of those people, only one is getting to know him. So here we're talking millions of people, right? He is saying like among tens or hundreds of millions of people, perhaps one would actually know me. And how many people are there on planet Earth right now? What's the population?
120 million.
No,
8 billion.
8 billion, right? 8 billion. So that would mean that like only a handful of persons actually know Krishna. But still, in the Vishnu Puran, it is mentioned that the Supreme Lord has 6 opulences in full, right? What are those 6 opulences? Does someone know?
Aishwarya,
Aishwarya, which is beauty,
wealth,
wealth, Shri, strength, Bal,
knowledge,
Gyan,
renunciation,
Vairagya,
fame.
and fame. Yes. So, okay, yeah, fame, Yash. So the final opulence that Rina Prabhu mentioned is fame. On the one hand, we know that the Lord is full in fame. The Supreme Lord Krishna, He has all the fame. But on the other hand, He's saying here that only a few handful of people know me. So how do we square these two facts? Isn't it contradictory? Like on the one hand, he's supremely famous. On the other hand, only a few people know him. So, what would you say? How would you square this circle?
Yeah.
Any attempts?
Not everybody's ready to know him.
Not everybody is ready to know him, but then why is he full in fame?
Because I think it's two different meanings of the word knowing. Like the one means you are aware of the fact that he exists, and the other one is truly understanding his teachings. I guess.
Yeah. So you mean to say that to know him really well,
Yeah.
that part is not there, but they know him superficially somewhat.
Yeah.
The problem is that the opulence of fame is not that shallow. Fame means that everyone deeply craves him, everyone yearns for him all the time. So, how can we now understand that the Supreme Lord has fame, but at the same time, only a few people know him? To find the answer, let's go to Ishopanishad, verse number, or first let's go to Bhagavad Gita, 7.8. Right? 7.8. Here, Krishna is saying, Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasme shashi suryayoho pranavah sarva vedeshu shabda ke paurusham nrishu. The important word is paurusham nrishu, right? Would someone like to read the full translation first? Yeah.
O son of Kunti, I am a taste of water, the light of the sun and the moon, syllable, Om in the Vedic mantras. I am the sound in either ether and ability in man.
So, ability in man. I am the ability in man. Without Krishna, there is no ability in man. Krishna is the one who is the ability in man. Ability for what? Right? Ability of doing what? Now let's go to Ishopanishad, verse number 4. I'll read it out first. Aneja dekam manaso javiyo nenad devapnuvan purvamarshad tad dhavato nyanatyet tishtad tasmin napo matirishva dadhati. The translation, would you like to read, Mataji? Yeah?
Me?
Hmm?
Oh, okay. Although fixed in his abode, the personality of Godhead is swifter than the mind and can overcome all others running. Powerful demigods cannot approach him, although in one place he controls those who supply the air and rain. He surpasses all in excellence.
So there are a lot of things here, but what I want you to take from this is that the powerful demigods cannot approach him. But he controls those who supply air and rain, which is to say he controls the demigods, right? Not only demigods, he controls every living entity. That's why he's called the Supreme Controller. Supreme Controller controls every living entity, but at the same time, he remains hidden from them. So he does not reveal to them how he's controlling them, right? This opportunity is only uniquely available to human beings. This is why human birth is such an important birth. Even demigods do not get this opportunity to understand Krishna directly, right? So now, the previous verse that we read said that Krishna is the ability in man. And I asked, ability to do what, right? And here he's saying that he's controlling and he's remaining hidden. So actually what this is that Krishna is the ability to attract the opulences. Because he is all attractive. And he's within the heart of Krishna, within the heart of every living entity. And he's all attractive. So because he's all attractive means that he attracts everyone, but it also means that he attracts the opulences back to himself, because that's who he is, right? The opulences come from him. The 6 opulences: strength, fame, wealth, knowledge, beauty, and renunciation. All of these opulences are attracted back to Krishna. So what we have to do is we have to surrender. Normally, if a living entity is not surrendered, if a human being is not surrendered, let's just talk about human beings, because human beings are the only ones who have the opportunity to surrender to him. So if a human being is not surrendered, what happens is that everyone has some opulence, right? Everyone is getting a little bit of wealth, everyone is getting a little bit of fame, maybe some celebrities are getting more fame than others. But if a person is not surrendered, then his false ego is like a net, that catches fish, okay? And it traps all the opulences. It doesn't let it go back to Krishna because he's not surrendered to Krishna. But if a living entity, if a human being is surrendered soul, then he's going to withdraw that net. That false ego is going to get out of the way, and the opulences are going to go straight back to Krishna. Which is to say that he's never going to keep anything for himself. Srila Prabhupada said that our philosophy is really simple. In a letter he wrote to his disciple, our philosophy is really simple. We give everything we have to Krishna, and when Krishna gives it back to us, we don't accept it. So if you don't accept it, then what do you do with it? You give it back to him. And then Krishna will give things more back to you, and then you take it and you give it back to him. You don't want to keep anything. So this is our philosophy. This is the philosophy of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Now, so what about Lord Balram? Where does Lord Balram fit into this picture? Right? Scriptures say that Krishna and Balram are non-different. Right? They appear as brothers. Sometimes Lord Balram appears as the younger brother in the form of Lakshman to Lord Ram. Sometimes he appears as the elder brother, Balram to Krishna, Nityananda to Lord Chaitanya, Gauranga. So, they say that they are non-different. They are equal in beauty, they are equal in fame, they are equal in strength, equal in wealth, all the opulences. But there are only two differences between Krishna and Balram. The first is the color. Right? Krishna is dark, blue, and Balram is white, milk white. The other difference is that Krishna is the acceptor of service. Right? He accepts service from everyone. That's why he created everyone, so that we can serve him and be fulfilled in that way. Lord Balram, he himself expands as his first expansion. First does not mean it is a temporal thing. It doesn't mean that it's in time he came first. No, it is eternal first. Eternal first meaning that it's ontological. Eternally he's existing. Eternally Lord Balram is his first expansion. Right? You can think of it as a sort of an ontological cosmic rank, right? It's the first expansion of Lord Krishna. And the only difference between him and Krishna is that he gives service while Krishna accepts service. So Krishna himself expands as Balram to show us how to lovingly give service. And that is Lord Balram. And he shows in extraordinary ways, in exemplary ways, how to give this service. He descends every yuga, everywhere that Krishna goes, in any form, he goes with him. Lord Balram goes with him. In Treta Yuga, as I said, he comes as Lakshman, the younger brother to Lord Ram. And he goes to exile with him, with Lord Ram. He doesn't eat any meal. He eats only roots, fruits, herbs during his stay there. He doesn't sleep for 14 years. During night time, he's guarding Lord Ram and Mother Sita, and daytime, he's serving them. In Chitrakoot, when they're in the forest, he walks the way first. He walks the way so that all the thorns get stuck to his feet, so that when Lord Ram and Mother Sita walk, they can just enjoy the scenic beauty and not worry about where they're walking. So this is the extraordinary mood of service of Lakshman. In Dwapar Yuga, he comes as himself, as Lord Balram, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. And now he serves Krishna in all the rasas. Right? He expands as everything, like he expands as Krishna's paraphernalia. He expands as his flute, as his garland, as his sandals, as his stick, bed, as his mirror. So he expands as all these things to serve Krishna. Then he directly serves Krishna as his most loving, in Sakyaras, as his friend, playing with him, giving him foot massages, accepting even foot massages from Krishna. In Madhurya Ras, he expands as the younger sister of Srimati Radhika, that is Anang Manjari, to assist in their confidential pastimes. Karunanidhi Tagore Chandra ki.
Yeah.
So, in the age of Kali, he comes as Lord Nityananda. Right? Lord Nityananda to, who is the incarnation of Krishna? Sri Chaitanya, right? Thank God everyone knows this one. So he comes as brother to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he served him in the most humble mood. He's Balaram, right? We're going to come to how he was named, but he serves him in a very humble mood. Although he's very, very strong, he is Ananta Shesha. Ananta Shesha means he has thousands of heads, and he's supporting Vishnu as he lies in the cosmic ocean. And he is so, like, all the universes are resting on the hoods of his head. And there are like unlimited number of universes, and that's so insignificant for him that he doesn't even realize where it is. And that personality, he comes in the form of Lord Nityananda in the most humble mood, and he is ready to do such unbelievably merciful things. He goes to drunkards, he goes to people in the streets, everyone, to preach to them about the glories of Krishna, just to get them to accept Krishna, just to get them to accept Krishna as their Lord. He goes to Jagai and Madai. Madai hits him with an earthen pot on his head. Such a powerful personality, he gets hit on his head. And he appears to bleed even. And all of this simply so that he can serve Krishna. This is his extraordinary mood of service to Lord Krishna. Right? Lord Balaram is an extremely important personality in Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Every acharya has greatly valued the glory of Lord Balaram. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, who composed the Chaitanya Bhagavat, he laments that he is not able to illuminate all the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he is getting so carried away singing the glories of Lord Nityananda Balaram. He says that I'm drowning discussing about Lord Nityananda. The book has become so thick that I have no space to speak of Lord Chaitanya anymore. Right? His Grace Aindra Prabhu, when he left his body, he left in the position of paying Dandavat to the deity of Lord Nityananda. So because every acharya understands how important is Lord Nityananda. When he appeared, right? So the Lord appears, he appears like the sun appears. He doesn't take birth, although he appears in the womb, but it doesn't take material birth. He appears like the sun, and then he sets like the sun. And he's never touched by material energy. Just like the sun appears, he gives you his sunlight, grows your crops and does whatever good things for you. And you can never affect the sun. And then he disappears. Just like that. The Lord, both Lords, Krishna and Balaram, they appear to give you a glimpse of the spiritual world, and then they disappear. So when they appeared, Lord Balaram appeared as the seventh son in the womb of Devaki. So Devaki and Vasudeva, they were in prison because Kamsa wanted to kill Krishna because he got the Devavani, the divine voice, that said to him that the eighth son of Devaki is going to kill you. Devaki was his sister. But he didn't want to take any risks, so he killed first six children of Devaki. The seventh child appeared as Balaram. And because it was Kansa was also going to try to kill him if he had taken birth there, he was transferred by arrangement of Yog Maya to the womb of Rohini. Rohini, who was in Vrindavan. So that became his mother, from whose womb he actually appeared. But in reality, he first appeared in the womb of Devaki. Then finally appeared Krishna after that. So, when it came time to name him, when he appeared in this world out of the womb of Devaki, then Garga Muni was called by Nand Maharaj to name him. And Garga Muni understood who is he, right? So he understood that he's going to be very strong and that he will give a lot of pleasure to everyone around him. So he gave him three names: Baldev, signifying his strength; Balram, which is very strong, plus he's a giver of pleasure, and also he enjoys exhibiting his display of strength. So that's why Balram. And also Sankarshan. Sankarshan was the name given to him because he would attract the families of Rohini here and Nand Maharaj and Vasudev. So he would become a bridge between them. That's why he was called Sankarshan. He's also called Dauji. Dauji means big brother to Krishna, of course. Eternally, he's 16 years old. He never grows old. He's all attractive, always 16 years old. So, what is the position that he has with respect to Krishna? Mother Yashoda is always giving Krishna's responsibility to Balram. She's always telling him to take care of Krishna, although Krishna is the Supreme Lord, but Mother Yashoda does not remember any of that under the influence of Yog Maya. So she's always trying to care for him, and she's telling Balram that please take care of him, protect him. There are lots of demons attacking, and protect him from all these troubles. So he's always caring for him, and they're always having these sweet and naughty pastimes, sometimes together. They're stealing butter together. Sometimes he goes and complains to Mother Yashoda about the fact that he ate mud. When Krishna eats mud, then Mother Yashoda gets angry, and then she opens Krishna's mouth. Krishna says, no, because he's lying to you just so that you can be angry at me. So it's like both of them are playing a prank on Mother Yashoda. Then finally she opens his mouth, Krishna's mouth, and she sees, what does she see in the mouth of Krishna? The universe, right? The whole universe. And she sees everything, like all the universal form of Krishna is visible to her. But then again she forgets. Coming back under the influence of Yog Maya, she forgets and she says, no, you're just my sweet little child. So this is the sweet pastimes of Krishna and Balaram that they have. They kill many demons together. I mean, not many actually. So Balaram kills. Who does he kill? Let's see. He kills Dhenukasura. Okay, so Dhenukasura's story it's good actually. We should all know about Dhenukasura because he signifies something quite important. That is that. So Krishna's friends come to them. Krishna and Balaram's friends come to them, and they say that we want to go to eat these tal fruits. Okay, there's a forest called Talvan where there are tal trees. It's a fruit, and there's many tal fruits. And Krishna's friends come to Krishna and Balaram. They complain that we want to go and eat these fruits, but there's the demon Dhenukasura who's in the Talvan forest, and he's not letting us have any of the tal fruits. So please do something about it. So Krishna and Balaram smilingly go to the forest, and Balaram, being strong, very strong, as strong as thousands of elephants, he starts to jerk the trees, and he starts to make a rain out of the tal fruits. So then, hearing that, Dhenukasura gets very angry, and he comes, and it's an ass. Dhenukasura is an ass demon, and he, what asses do when they get angry? Asses, horses, zebras, giraffes, they all kick with the hind legs. So he kicks the the two hind legs on the chest of Balaram. But Balaram, being very strong, he's totally unaffected by it. So when he hits them again, this time Balaram catches hold of the feet, and he starts spinning him in the air. And he spins around so fast, like you can't see him, it's like a fan, And then he throws, but while he's spinning, the air of life leaves his body. Dhenukasura, it's too traumatic for him. It leaves his body, and then he throws and goes and he hangs on top of a tree, and then the tree falls down. So many more his friend demons start coming, other ass demons, and Krishna and Balaram start doing the same thing with everyone. So what does Dhenukasura denote? Dhenukasura denotes the tendency for us to not let Krishna enjoy the fruits. As I said in the beginning, right? It is Krishna who's attracting the opulences. It is Krishna who's growing the fruits. Krishna is the ability even in the tree to grow the fruit. But when we don't use the fruit to serve Krishna, and we think that I'll just keep this for myself, that is a demonic tendency. That comes from ignorance, and that comes from false ego, the domination of the false ego over the mind. So this Dhenukasura's pastime denotes, and so then Krishna and Balaram, they come with their friends and they enjoy all the delicious fruits, all the devotees and the Lord, they come and enjoy the delicious fruits together. So this is Dhenukasura, right? We don't have too much time, so I'll just quickly do maybe one more pastime. It's the killing of the Vivida gorillas, right? So after Balaram and Krishna, they left Vrindavan and they went to Dwarka, right? Then there was a demon. It's a gorilla. it's almost a demon. He's Dvivida, right? His name is Dvivida. So this guy used to be a Vanara. Like he's a Vanara. He used to be a Vanara in Sugriva's army that served Lord Ram in Treta Yuga. So he went to Lanka, and Lord Ram conquered Lanka. And as a result of the conquest, and then who was the new king of Lanka after Ravan was his brother Vibhishan, right? So under Vibhishan, and then Lord Ram came back with his army, with the Vanar Sena, but one or two Vanaras, right? This is Dvivida and Mainda. They stayed back. These are brothers. They stayed back in Lanka, just so that they can enjoy the fruits of the victory, of the conquest of Lord Ram. So he stayed there, and he started to enjoy everything, like in the golden kingdom of Lanka. And he started to create a lot of chaos there. He started to enjoy the wealth, the luxury, the comfort, and also the women of the wives of the army men of Ravan who were now widowed. He started to enjoy them. So Vibhishan was not happy with it, but still Vibhishan is a very gentle personality, so Vibhishan didn't think to punish him. But Angad, who is Sugriva's son, he got very angry with this, knowing the fact that Dvivida and his brother, they are creating havoc in Lanka. So he went and he captured Dvivida and he brought back to Lord Ram. Angad brought him back to Lord Ram. So Lord Ram said that, yeah, he's wrong, he's mistaken, and Angad told him to kill him. Angad told Lord Ram to kill him. Lord Ram was not in the mood to kill him, perhaps in that incarnation. So he said that, no need to kill him, just send him off to a forest. And he was sent off to the eastern part of Bharat, where he started living in isolation, and he became friends with another demon called Bhaumasur. When Krishna came, this Bhaumasur was the person who kidnapped the 16,000 princesses that Krishna eventually rescued and made them his wives. So Bhaumasur got killed. And because of this, his friend now, Dvivida, he became very angered. So after he became angered, he started again wreaking havoc on the whole country. He went to destroy agricultural and industrial facilities, mining facilities. He started to destroy villages, uproot trees, uproot mountains, kill people, kidnap, rape, you talk about it, all the different heinous crimes. He was doing everything. But the sages they're so merciful that they were still trying to give him as much benefit of the doubt, still trying to say that he has served Lord Ram, so let's not complain about him to Lord Krishna. And so he would never go in front of Lord Krishna because he was terrified. But somehow one day he landed next to Lord Balram. This happened. Now the region that you know as Gujarat, there's a mountain. It's called the place called Girinar. And there's a mountain called Raivataka Mountain. Raivataka Mountain, it's a place where Lord Balram, Lord Krishna had a few pastimes. At that particular moment, Lord Balram was enjoying with his female companions. He was slightly intoxicated with the Varuni liquor, and he was enjoying the sweet singing and dancing with his female companions. So then Dvivida was very much attracted to it. So he had two conflicting emotions. On the one hand, he was feeling very attracted to the pastimes of Lord Balram. On the other hand, he was feeling very envious of it. That, what is this? Why do I not have this? So he starts to go and he starts to create disturbance. Because when you envy, if I can't have it, at least I'm going to ruin it for everyone else, right? So he goes there and he starts to create some noises just to create disturbance. So that has no effect on anyone, no one pays attention to him. So then now he becomes more agitated, he becomes more angry. So then, he starts to force himself on everyone, on the women, and he starts to do very inappropriate, very rude things. He starts to show himself very inappropriately, and everyone is just laughing. No one is taking him seriously. Because why would anyone be threatened when Lord Balram is with you? If Lord Balram is with you, then there's no reason to feel any threat. So That's why everyone was so relaxed, even though this ghastly demonic person or gorilla was there, but still they were not feeling threatened by him. So after this happened, then he became straight up violent, right? He started to uproot oak trees, large oak trees, and he started to throw at Lord Balaram in his envy. So Lord Balaram started to smash the trees with his club. Eventually, all the trees ran out of the forest. Then he started to pick up large boulders, stones, and he started to hurl them. Then again, now Lord Balaram had enough of him. So after doing this, Lord Balaram was very much angered, and he smashed him in the collarbone with his fist. And just with that, it was the end of Dvivida Gorilla. Right? So Dvivida Gorilla is representing this tendency of envy of the Lord. We can never become envious of the Lord. The Lord is the only one who is the possessor of opulences, and He's the only one who's supposed to enjoy them. We are not supposed to enjoy anything. We are only supposed to take that which belongs to us. Right? So this is said in the Ishopanishad that one should accept that which has been set aside for him as his quota and forget about everything else, knowing well to whom it belongs. Just understand, no need to envy any other person. Everything will be ultimately enjoyed by Krishna. No one else is going to enjoy anything. And the sooner that we understand this, the sooner that we give up the mentality of trying to enjoy it, the faster we will reach our destination, which is to become Krishna conscious, which is eternal happiness, eternal bliss, Satchidanand, right? That's the moral of this story. So now, what are the things that we get, like this incredible personality, incredibly strong, powerful, attractive, and kind, knowledgeable, merciful personality known as Lord Balaram? What are the things that he is going to give us when we will surrender? So first of all, what is the way to surrender to him? For spiritual success, there are three things that we need. The first thing is purity. Purity simply means it's not about some dogmatic thing. It's actually about no duplicity. That's what it's really that simple. Prabhupada said that the goal of spiritual life is to become non-duplicitous. We have to be very simple-hearted. And the more that we get entangled in material energy, the more complicated things will become. We will have one phase for one situation, another phase for another situation. This is the opposite of spirituality. Spirituality means you will have a very simple life, and exactly how you are in between four walls, you will be in front of the stage, the whole world, in front of the whole world on a stage. That is purity. That's the first condition that we need to have. The second condition that we need to have is to surrender. To whom? To Lord Balaram, right? Lord Balaram and his expansions. So it is Lord Balaram who's always trying to bring us to the Lord. Lord Balaram expands as the holy dhams. He expands as the mridanga and the musical instruments. Krishna's flute itself is an expansion of Lord Balaram. He expands as the paraphernalia, everything we need to worship him. So he's expanding as all these things that are trying to take us back to Krishna. So we first have to surrender to him. And then what will happen? He also expands in the form of our spiritual master. And then, because spiritual master is one who is totally surrendered, right? He's totally surrendered to Krishna. So then Lord Balaram can work through the spiritual master and he can give you instructions through him. So then, like when we surrender first to Lord Balaram, then he's going to show us who is our spiritual master. And then it's going to be very clear, he's going to show us, the spiritual master will give us our instructions that we need to follow, the service that we need to do. And then finally, we will hear the voice of Krishna one day. If we keep serving in this mood, then that day will come when Krishna will start speaking to us. And he will speak to us from within. Okay? And there will be no confusion about it. It's not any question of mental speculation, because the voice of Krishna from within will be completely matching with the circumstances without. And then you will see that it is actually the Supreme Lord who is within, without. He is one. He has no boundaries. We have boundaries of this body. The Lord has no boundaries. He is like completely connected everywhere, just like Prahlad Maharaj was seeing. So these are the three conditions, right? Purity of consciousness, surrender to Lord Balram, and then finally we get to hear the voice of Krishna and understand what exactly he wants from us. So the beginning verse that we read from Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna said that approach a spiritual master and surrender to him, and from him you will get that knowledge, right? That verse is this. It is about surrender to Lord Balram. It is Balram that he's talking about. Doesn't talk about it directly. That's why it's the undergraduate study of Krishna. In the postgraduate study of Krishna and the doctorate study of Krishna, which is Chaitanya Charitamrita, these things are very elaborately explained. That we have to approach spiritual master. Then only can we get the mercy of Krishna. We should never think that I will directly go to Krishna, because then Krishna will hide himself. And we have seen the examples of this over and over again, like we saw the other time with the Dahichira festival, right? Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. He was trying to approach Lord Chaitanya directly, but Lord Chaitanya was just, okay, come back later, in a few years, when the time comes. Wait for it, keep doing your service. But the moment he approached Lord Nityananda, immediately Lord Chaitanya became available for him. So that's the moral of the story. We have to surrender to Lord Balram. Lord Balram ki Jai. Balram Purnima ki Jai. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jai.
Jarani Mataji, are we ready?
Is ready? Anyone has any questions or comments? Maybe one we can take. It's almost time. Yes, please.
Hare Krishna, thank you for this beautiful lecture. I was just wondering if you could explain a little bit the difference in service, for example, because you mentioned Rama, you mentioned Lakshmana, you mentioned, of course, Balarama. In this relationship, what is the difference of service, for example, in the Ramayana with Hanuman?
Yeah. That's a very good question, actually. We should understand the differences between these personalities. Lord Balram's service, it is the first and it is the most exemplary service. Lord Balram is the one who's serving Krishna just to show the whole world how to serve Krishna. Lord Hanuman is also a divine personality, is incarnation of Lord Shiva. So that's like, it's also service. Lord Shiva is also serving him, but the mood is different. It's like Lord Balram's service to Krishna is, he's serving him in this rasa that is, you can say it's more closer. It's much more closer, it's much more intimate, and he's very close to the Lord. Lord Shiva is also an expansion of Lord Krishna, like he's also an expansion, but he's a little bit more distant. He is in the middle of spiritual and material worlds. He lies right at the border of that. So, he's also, because Lord Shiva is ultimately trying to do the same thing, right? But he's trying to guide a different group of people. Lord Balram is trying to guide the Vaishnavas. He's trying to guide those people who are sort of already on the mode of goodness. But Lord Shiva is trying to guide him, is trying to serve the Lord by guiding people who are in the lower modes. They are in the modes of ignorance. I mean, those are the people that Lord Shiva is responsible for, and it's a very difficult job. So we should have admiration for Lord Shiva. For that reason, we should always pray to him to give us Krishna Bhakti. So, yeah, and Lord Hanuman and Lord Lakshman, they are serving like in this particular forms, Lakshman and Hanuman. Lord Lakshman is serving as the brother, as like who's very close to Ram and Sita. Like he's very, very close to them, and he is directly having possession of them. Like a devotee wants, then Lakshman can give you Ram and Sita. But Lord Hanuman is more like, he's more serving from a distance when Lord Ram, like he even meets Lord Ram later on in his Leela, right? And then to find, like it's a mission-based type of thing. So yeah, it's very difficult to describe it, but I just feel like it's more distant, and with Lakshman is just another level because it's Lord himself serving him.
So. Thank you very much, because in this same context,
yeah.
Radharani is also the way to get to Krishna. So
yes. That's a very, very good
like,
point.
I think about this three characters and all.
Radharani is so confidential. So confidential. Like people don't know Krishna, they don't know anything about Radharani. Like Radharani is out of reach of most people in the world. She's very, very confidential, and that's why like Lord Balram, when we go through him, then Radha Krishna, the love of Radha Krishna becomes available to us. So, and then we can talk about, getting mercy from the Radharani and saying that Krishna belongs to you and all that good stuff. But we can't directly go to that. It's too out of reach for us.
So we could say that there are different paths to the same.
It's like different levels, not just like different paths to one destination. It's like different levels. Radharani and Krishna, they are the highest. It is the highest thing. So that's why our acharyas, we love to chant the name of Radharani, but they always focus on Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Right? There's Radharani's name is there, but it's like indirect. It's couched in Hare, the energy of Krishna. So we don't directly try to take the name of Radharani so often. We sometimes, especially in meditations, we really do. Jaya Radha Madhava. Because as soon as you take the name of Radharani, you're supposed to go to that spiritual sky. So we can't take the name of Radharani in vain like that. Okay. Hare Krishna. Any other?
Who's exactly a spiritual master?
Who is the spiritual master? As in, how do you find
Who
one?
can exactly, how do I identify a spiritual master?
How do you find one, right? That's your question. That's what I said. You start with purity. First, you have purity and you develop a genuine desire to serve Krishna, right? You try to serve Krishna in whatever capacity, any capacity, whatever capacity you have, just try to do the best. Because from Krishna's point of view, every service is the same. It doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. What matters is that you are doing it with everything that you have. Okay? If you do that, then Krishna will immediately take notice of you. And then, what will happen is that he's going to, and then the next step is also for you to take. It is to also to approach Lord Nityananda, Lord Balram, right? And to genuinely pray to him about, please help me. I'm really trying my best. Please try to help me. So then Lord Nityananda is going to send someone. Then things are going to go out of your hand. So until this point, it is in your hand. But after this point, it's going to go out of your hand. After this point, it is Lord Nityananda who will do his action. Then Yogmaya will come to help you. Then you're going to get, people will come into your life that is beyond your control. So you can't control everything. But as much as you can control, just try to do that. Simple life, like pure consciousness. And also pure consciousness, with this I mentioned that it's about simplicity, right? And simplicity, don't take this as the wrong way. It's not about anything superficial. But we have to have pure body, mind and soul, right? That is purity. Then only we can have simplicity, right? Simplicity is just the overarching point of view. You have to have pure body, mind and soul. And the easiest thing to begin with is the body. Because soul is so deep, we can't even see where it is. So instead of trying to reach there, just start with the body. And start to make sure that you're not contaminating your body. Okay? Don't put anything like supermarket things, right? Very practical stuff. When we buy packaged goods like cookies, chocolates, I don't know how many people eat it, but this stuff is very contaminating because it really takes us away from Krishna. So first we have to start with really simplifying the things that we are eating. Just eat prasad. Just eat Krishna prasad. Don't eat anything that is not cooked by a devotee or that has not been offered to Krishna. Just eat that stuff and stop eating things from supermarket. So this, if you just take one step, the next steps will immediately become clear to you what you have to do next. Hare Krishna. Anyone else? Good? Okay. Hare Krishna. Diva Jayo Jayo Gora Chande Arati Kosho Diva Bahu koti chandra deni vadana udara.
Hare
Jaya Vishnu Pad Pramam Chapari Paratri Jaya Saraswati Shishma Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Koti Vaishnava ki Jai, its co-founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Namacharya Srila Haridasa Guru ki Jai, Prem to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyamakund Radhakund Govardhan ki
Jai.
Sri Vrindavan Dham ki
Jai.
Sri Navadvip Dham ki
Jai.
Jagannath Puri Dham ki
Jai.
Sri Dwarka Dham ki
Jai.
Sri Ayodhya Dham ki
Jai.
Nandaved Muni ki
Jai.
Sri Mati Tulsi Maharani ki
Jai.
Bhakti Devi ki
Jai.
Harinam Sankirtan ki
Jai.
Transcendental Book Distribution ki
Jai.
Amsterdam Sunday Love Feast ki
Jai.
Glory to Premanande.
Hare
Oh, glories to the Son of
Hare
God.
Krishna.
Oh, glories to the Son of God. Oh, glories to the Son of the Lord. Oh, glory to the Lord. Sri Sri Guru Govinda. Hare Krishna. Namaste Narasimhaya.
full. Let's get together all of us loudly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada, we welcome you all for this wonderful Sunday Feast Festival today. It is Amsterdam. I'd like to thank Naman Prabhu for giving an amazing lecture on Lord Balram. Tomorrow is Balram Jayanti. We have a festival from 4:30 p.m. I believe. So all are kindly requested to please come and join us tomorrow. It's Monday, yes, here. We start at 4:30 and we'll go until approximately 8 o'clock with Prasadam in the evening. So it's the birthday of Balram. Please come and join us in celebrating the birthday. It'll be nice. I don't like that it's going to be cake, Prajarani. I want to make cake. No? There will be enough Prasadam other than cake also. Okay, please come tomorrow 4:30. Today's feast was cooked by Jayashree Mataji. I'm personally grateful to her because it was supposed to be mine. I got reminded yesterday night by Tushar Krishna and then I was like, oh, I can't make it today. So Jayashree took it over. Very grateful to Jayashree and Vivek Prabhu and Amrita for cooking Sunday feast today. Wonderful decoration. Did you do? Prajarani and also others? Or? Okay, amazing. Thank you so much for taking care of the deities so wonderfully. It's a team of devotees. Ashtadaki Mataji, Prajarani, Jayatri Mataji, Premalata, Janakinath Prabhu, Jagdish Prabhu. I think I made it all. Raghunathika, I'm sorry. Good. So let's thank all these devotees for putting amazing efforts in taking care of this temple day in, day out. Now we chant Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you're here for the first time, please raise your hand. We have a small gift from Srila Prabhupada and Parivida Prabhu. Please give the gift. So many.
You need more books.
Yes. Please raise your hand, and when you get the book, please tell your name so that we can. Siddharth, thanks for coming. There is a Mataji here. Chinmay. Chinmay, thank you for coming, Chinmay. Daniel, thank you, Daniel, for coming. What's your name? Vinod. Vinod. Thank you, Vinod. Ashok. Ashok, thank you.
Moving from India.
Hare Krishna, thank you. There are more books and there are a few books here.
Anjali Mata.
Anjali, thank you so much for coming.
Anna.
Anna?
Anna.
Thank you for coming, Anna. Anyone else? First timers? No? Oh, there is a Mataji there?
We're together.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Jai.
I don't know.
Maybe in your phone? If you check. Yes, we can. Should be there somewhere. He'll bring his phone. We can. Parivida Prabhu will be giving class tomorrow, so we also a dramatical theatre performance.
With many devotees.
With many devotees, yes. Yeah.
We all read the part. We all will be reading the part of Lord Balaram slaying Prince Rukmi. So Lord Balaram sometimes gets angry, while Lord Nityananda is the most merciful, and even if someone throws a clay pot at him, he doesn't get angry, and he's praying for their welfare. But Lord Balaram, he gets a little, especially if people offend Krishna, then he gets a little angry. So tomorrow we will do a dramatic reading. Before that, we will offer flower petals to Lord Balaram. So on these days, it's very auspicious for you to come to the temple, because when you have your birthday, you like people to give you presents and to come and congratulate you. So Lord Balaram too, we are created in the image of the Lord. So whatever we like, the Lord also likes. We like friendly words, we like presents, we like flowers, whatever. So, and we like love. We like to be loved. And so the Lord is like that too. So He created us, all of us, to love Him. So tomorrow is a special day, so please show your gratitude and love by coming to the temple and bring a flower or a whole bunch of flowers, at least one flower to offer him. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Pushan, can you also put, that's the schedule for the day, tomorrow. We have Harinam, I believe, Emmanuel Masri will be leading from 3 o'clock from Central Station to Temple. 4:30 there is going to be bhajan, and then 5:15 flower offerings, 5:45 readings by Parivida Prabhu, and then Arati, Prasadam, more bhajans perhaps. And we'll have our Janmashtami festival next coming 31st of that one. That's in 2 weeks. On the day of Janmashtami, that's 26th, is a Monday. We're celebrating in temple, low-key event. For 2 reasons. One is that we have such a small place. If we announce it as a big festival, 500,000 people may come, and then it's already a Monday. We are having a lot of problem with neighbors already, complaining, and so we have to contain it. So we're not really announcing too much about Monday event, but all the devotees are, you are welcome. You can come. We hold day programs with readings of Krishna book and bhajans and kirtans. It's going to be a sweet program until from morning 10 o'clock to midnight 12 o'clock. But that we are not announcing outside. This one is our public event. We're going to celebrate in a church nearby, a couple of blocks away. That's on the weekend, so people can join. 31st of August. It's a Saturday. The program is from 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And the place is called as Oranekep. It's nearby, just a couple of blocks away from here, maybe 5 minutes walk. So the whole day will be filled with a lot of kirtan, abhishekam, julan for the Lord, prasadam, cultural programs, dance, drama, lots of prasadam and everything. So you are kindly requested to come and join us on this day also. That's the biggest trademark flashpoint festival for us in ISKCON, Krishna's birthday. 31st. If you're wanting to donate for our Janmashtami festival, please kindly approach us outside Madhuri Bhakti Mataji. We raised, I believe, already the budget which we had anticipated to raise has been raised already. So that's very good. However, if you are willing, you can still make contribution. We can celebrate better. Just approach Madhuri Bhakti Mataji outside, and you can make any amount, whatever you like, and we can use it in Krishna's service. A few other announcements. Next week, that's not this week, next week, 29th and 30th, we're going to have Association of His Holiness Sachinandana Swami Maharaj. He's going to come from Goloka Dham. Sachinandana Swami? Sachinandana Swami. He is going to Goloka Dham for Janmashtami, and from Goloka Dham he will come to Amsterdam. He will be here with us Thursday, Friday. Again, because of neighbor issues, we can't celebrate all these programs during the week in the temple. So Thursday we'll be having a home program in Homdor, and Friday we'll have Karunika, Bhakti Space. So that's for next few weeks. And then Jagannath Priya Prabhu is going to come after that. He's a senior brahmachari from ISKCON Chowpatty, Mumbai. He'll be with us for 10 days almost. He'll be there. He'll come on 30th of August. He'll be there till 8th of September. Some things to look forward for, and anticipate some quick, busy weeks ahead. We hope that everybody prepares themselves in the mind. The most important thing is to make Krishna appear in our hearts. We all have a week to prepare our hearts. At the end of the day, it's about how Krishna can actually steal our hearts, which are soft like butter. And that will happen only when we actually serve without much personal motives, and just for the pleasure of Krishna and Radha. So, as Nana Prabhu was mentioning today in the class, it all starts from personal purity. Start working towards it. And the most effective and efficient way of attaining that in Kali Yuga is to just keep singing Hare Krishna mantra. And in our temple, at the end of our announcements, we always do a quick Vrindavan meditation. So today's mood, let's do this in a state of our consciousness, which is as pure as possible. Let us keep singing. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Shah, Jaya Jaya Shri Vrindavana Dham, Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Shah. वृंदावन धाम की जय, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय, श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम भगवान की जय, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय, श्री श्री करुण कृष्ण भगवान की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. This will be prasadam now. Then the ladies will close. You can all take and roast them.